Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. No reason to panic. Yeah, yesterday I published my video here. I think when was it here? I think, and it was around $29 or something. Then it moved just like half an hour after my last video. It moved to $32, and some people were already panicking. But don't worry, no reason to panic here. All it did, yeah, and it didn't change anything. All it did, it just retested the ascending trend line here from below, which is definitely not bullish. In addition to that, it bounced off quite strongly off that, which is also not bullish. We made, yeah, you could argue, made a higher high, but we didn't make a higher low, really. So we didn't even establish ourselves above that previous resistance point here. So that would have been bullish, to basically retest previous resistance as support. Now we didn't do it. And also the price is back below the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, which is here at, basically at $29, roughly $29.50. So it's a little bit higher actually. Let's take a look. And again, a few cents more or less doesn't really matter. The fight is still ongoing. That's what I mentioned as well, around that 88.7% Fib level here, 29.43. It also depends on how accurately you draw it. But, the fight is still going. It's a bit of a price zone that the price is dancing around. And again, that shows the significance of this 88.7% Fib level. Now, what kind of wave count is it? Well, I'm thinking more and more, wave 4 might actually not be finished. Yeah. So we had obviously had a few comments about Solana when people get frustrated. It's just sometimes... this wave count is working out. Yeah, we are following the move down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is absolutely still adhering to the Elliott wave count. When we talked about that last wave down here, we talked about a 5-wave impulse that would be developing. We talked about getting into the 20s, which we did. And all it is now is an extended wave 5 in white here, in my opinion. So this is the last wave, in my opinion, of this overall correction. What I cannot tell you is how long this is going to extend, this wave 5. I can't tell you that. But I gave you a price target. The next likely support, in my opinion, to complete this wave 5 in white is in the area between $19 and $21, $22. So that is where I would expect it to land from what I can see currently with the current price information. So what we're doing here is not bullish. So we moved up a bit, but you always have moves up. That is nothing that should shake the foundations of the Elliott wave count here, especially as compared to those previous swing highs, we didn't even break above them, and we didn't break above this ascending trend line, and we didn't break out of this channel. Yeah, so this would be important to get a more bullish perspective here on the chart. Especially the move above that $36 level, the previous wave 4 high, would be quite relevant in my opinion. Now we're far away from that. So primary expectation is still down until we see a structural change in the chart. And even if we don't get into the low 20s, this scenario has been fulfilled. We can count overall 5 waves down here. This has all been done, We've made a lower low compared to the wave 3 low from the 12th of May. This is what I wanted. And the problem is now, as long as we don't see a 5-wave impulse to the upside, I'm going to keep my perspective further down against the $36 level here, the wave 4 high. Only when we can see a trend, a move against it. No, if we see a change of the high level trend, only then we can be more confident in saying the low is in. And you get that by cutting through certain resistance levels like that wave 4 high, and also by making a 5-wave move to the upside. At the moment, the 5 waves still point down, but as I said, my thought is more and more towards, has this wave 4 actually been finished, or are we just still in that wave 4? Which means, because I'm missing this impulsiveness to the downside here in this wave 3. This should take us below $25. This wave 3, then the wave 4 up, and the wave 5 down, sort of in the low 20s. But I'm missing the impulsiveness. So it could really be we are still in the wave 4, maybe in some kind of a triangle pattern, or like a WXY, where the Y wave is the triangle. We had that before as well. Yeah. So it's just something we need to consider, that we might still be in the wave 4, and that I believe a break below this swing low here that you can see here at around $26.85, I think that will fuel the sell-off. At the moment, yeah, my thought is more and more into the, you know, sort of in the region of, okay, could really be that we have not yet seen that impulse starting and that we are still in the wave 4. And just to give you an idea of what that could look like, it might really have been from the wave here, something like a W, X, we might now be in the Y wave, yeah, and within that wave Y, we could, for example, be in this A, B, C. Let's see, you can't, because that came too low. A, just see, B, C, possibly D here, and then the wave E would be here. That looks a bit messy now because I did overlay it, but that is one possibility, that I take the impulse away, that this might be in the Y wave. We might see here a wave A, a B, a C, a D, and the wave E would be coming. The only problem I have a little bit with that is that this comes across quite impulsively, what's coming down here. So it just needs observing, but also in this scenario, I would expect a move down. So it's not really too relevant. What is relevant though is that, yeah, we are on our way down. We're not making higher highs. We're not making higher lows. We've retested this ascending broadening wedge, which I gave you as a, or called out to you as a bearish pattern, which is pretty much in line with the Elliott wave count here as well. That broke and we retested from below. All of that not bullish signs, you know, and until we really go above the wave 4 high and have some significant price action above the channel, which means we would need to break out of this channel to the upside, I'm not going to get bullish here on Solana. Yeah, and this is what we're looking at the moment here. And as I said, important level is that $26.73 level. We had support here, we had support here, a little bit here, and when you break below that, there isn't much left. So I think then we're going to go down here to the next target I had as $24, and then if we go below that, then I think we're going into the region here between $19 and $22. And again, that is that previous area here that we had in May, June, July 21 as support already. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.